what's up guys? Well, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. So we're about to hear the last cold start, hopefully, if everything works out today, the last cold start with the actual cats on it. So here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and not rip on it, so that way I could go ahead and just take it to the shop real quick so they can look at it. Obviously we don't want it to be super hot for them, so we're literally just gonna head out. Luckily this shop is the one that actually worked with the Shelby a little bit, so we're just gonna take it downtown real quick. So I do like the sound. That's not really the issue, honestly. I do like how it's really quiet at idle. That way it doesn't get too much attention, or bad attention I should say. But because we are running with the watt box, we have a tendency of shooting flames when we're no lift shifting, and honestly at that point it's just gonna end up blowing them out anyways, so might as well just get them off the right way. So we just got here, so we'll go ahead and see if they can help us out today. So what I was afraid was gonna happen happened. It is, you know, it is a shop, it is an actual legit shop. So legally in California they cannot remove the cat itself, so basically I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove it myself, take it in, and then that way they can measurement and give me a pipe that will actually work. But again, they physically cannot remove the pipe, so we're gonna have to do that ourselves back at the house, so that should be fun. So we're back home from a trip that we were originally going to take the Cobra. I'm not really sure what I was able to record because, like I said, it's been a few days. However, last time we left off, we were actually having some issues with the exhaust. So we're going to go ahead and try to get a cold start to see how it sounds. Like I said, it's been a few days. It's still foggy out here. It's pretty cold. So we should hear the difference between what it was before and what it is now. We are working on some fog lights right now. We're putting on some new Mustang light ones. So if you haven't checked out that video, this video should be coming out before it. So if you haven't checked that one out, go ahead and check it out. So I'm very curious to see how the car is gonna sound. All right, let's go ahead and hear it. Good old E85 cold starts. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit higher idle than before. So when people say E85 gets moisture in it, yeah, it's not a joke. Literally, this is what happens as soon as it goes into the angle. It's just shooting out a bunch of moisture. It's kind of how it is when it warms up. Well, I was gonna go ahead and use the big boy over here, but it looks like the little one fits a lot easier, and I think it has enough. Man, look at all that rust. It's falling off. All right, so those 15s were not bad at all. We were able to get them off pretty easy. Basically, now we just need to loosen something up, either the top right here or down there, right here in the middle. That way it gives us enough wiggle room to try to maneuver these cats off. Hopefully we don't have to take off pretty much everything, but at the same time, because the cat might have blown, if the cat blew, we're definitely taking off everything. If it didn't blow, then we won't have to take off everything, but chances are it did blow, so we'll go ahead and see. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get the actual cats off. You can go ahead and see we have the X pipe off. All that fluid on the bottom is PV blaster. We went ahead and sprayed it all over so we can try to get them off and hopefully come out in a couple minutes. The PV blaster did some work and we'll be able to pull off the cats. So honestly, I'm very surprised, but it looks like the cat is actually intact. I honestly am very, very shocked at this. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on because this whole time I really thought it was going to be on this side. So we're going to go ahead and try to pull off the other side. Man, who would have guessed it would have been on this side? But yeah, that's not good. Oh man, it's coming out this whole end over here. That is crazy. Now what's really bad about this situation is that's how we were driving it for a little bit. So real quick, because you know we gotta do it, we're gonna go ahead and get a little start up just so we can hear how it sounds. Pretty much header dump. Oh yeah, that's way louder. That's crazy loud. I wouldn't run my car like that. Well, we got the blown one. This is the passenger side. You go ahead and see we got that one out. Wasn't too bad. You go ahead and see we pretty much started punching it out like this. I'm working on the second one right now. This is the good one. Literally, you go ahead and see how nice this one looks compared to this piece, and then this was pretty much all around it. And we're trying to get the rest of this one out. Not really sure, but this is pretty much what we're doing right now. Go. And pretty much right now it's literally just that, piece by piece, trying to fold it over itself until we can get a bigger chunk out of it. Fuck this cat, motherfucker. Alright, so it's actually the next day here, so we pretty much had to stop what we were doing. Like I said, everything's really been jam-packed this last week or so, 2 weeks. We have the cats right here. Just go ahead and pick this one up, show you, there you go. And then we have the other one, all good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and actually get started putting back everything back on the car itself. We still have the mid pipe hanging. Try to show you guys the best I can. We're gonna go ahead and drive the car back up on the ramps and get back underneath there. Hopefully this part is the easy part, putting back the exhaust on. And all this is like really rusted, and that's really unfortunate. If we had more time, we'd clean that up or actually just get all new hardware, but we just don't have the time, so we're just gonna go ahead and use what we have and try to get this done as soon as possible. So the passenger side has the AFR gauge pretty much disconnected. You go ahead and see right there. We just need to connect that. The sensors are still plugged in. Obviously, we never took them out. And we pretty much just got to connect the X pipe back over here to the mufflers, and then put the cap back where it should be, right here, right in between. Everything's all loose, so it should go pretty simple, hopefully. So because we know we're probably gonna end up back down here eventually, I'm gonna go ahead and angle these perfectly so we can go ahead and take these off easier next time. We go ahead and put one pretty much aiming down like this. So it's pretty much one on there, and then we're gonna need another one, which is actually gonna go on the X pipe. Okay, now debating if I should put the cats on the X pipe first or we should put it up here. I'm honestly not sure. There we go. And that's some money right there. Now we can go ahead and easily, just gonna hand tighten it right now, but that way it's a lot easier. And we still need this to wiggle a little bit so we can try to slide this bad boy back on. So it took a little bit of work. I'm not sure what you guys can go ahead and see down there, but we finally got everything on there. I'm gonna go ahead and have to wipe down some of these marks because on wrap it stains, and honestly I didn't ceramic coat it, which I should have. But we're gonna go ahead and hear the first cold start, I guess, start. Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and just give it one rev just to hear it just a little bit. With all that being set up, you can still hear a little bit of a noise, in all honesty. I don't know what it is. I double triple checked and literally still can't figure out why it's still making that noise, but we're gonna go ahead and call it a day and get some sound clips tomorrow. So you go ahead and see we're just driving through the fog right now. We have Estrella with us, so we're trying to get to a little street over here so we can just go ahead and get some exhaust notes. Is that a power line? Alright, we got a power line nearly down over here. Want me to touch it? We just got to the spot. If you guys been watching the channel for a while, you guys will recognize this. This is kind of where we always come out to take pics a lot of the times. So we got the palm trees right here, as well as the street over here. We actually do a lot of pulls. We can't do anything crazy because honestly the streets are not that long. It's really good for just the exhaust notes. So I just took a couple pics right now. We're gonna go ahead and get a little couple drive-bys, and then let the exhaust warm up pretty much, and then we can go ahead and do a couple of standalone revs. So now the biggest issue is gonna go ahead and be flipping it in this fog, obviously, because we don't want to, you know, get in an accident. So we're pretty much gonna have to sacrifice, and like I'm gonna have to do it like right here or something. Okay, we can't go off the road. Alright, gotta do this quick. It's a pretty narrow road, And obviously you guys saw we don't have the option to drive off because we just scraped the exhaust immediately. So given the fact it's extremely difficult to actually do U-turns pretty much out here, we're gonna go ahead and just head back in and do some standalone revs. So now that the engine and everything's warmed up, we're gonna go ahead and just do a couple little revs just so we can hear it out. Couple little flamies.
They're pretty good distance actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and do 1-2 step. Again, do not recommend this at all. I'm just gonna do it once so we can go ahead and hear the difference on the 2-step, but that is it. Again, this is a lot of stress on all the timing components, but again, we're just gonna go ahead and do it once. Just go ahead and hear it idle for a little bit. You go ahead and hear it. Sounds pretty good. So this is pretty much straight piped with the Bassani X pipe and then the Bassani mufflers. So obviously the mufflers makes it not straight pipe completely, but it's almost there. But it sounds really, really good in my opinion. It sounds really low at idle, nice deep sound. You go ahead and hear it. It sounds really good in my opinion compared to a louder, just obnoxious, kind of gets bad attention. Obviously this car is already wrapped, you know, it has the stickers on it and all that good stuff. So we don't want to get the cops' attention too much. We don't want to get any state refs. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and head back home. Call it a day. It's really, really foggy out here, so like I said, it's pretty dangerous honestly to be on a country road like this. That's why we picked this spot though, is because I can drop the stereo off right here. I don't want to do any kind of pulls with her in the car anymore right now. And going back to, if you guys have been watching for a while, you guys remember there used to be a house right there. It's actually gone. They demolished it finally. It was pretty much collapsing. We've actually took a couple pictures in front of that house before, and I was actually considering taking the Cobra across to take some pictures, but as you guys saw, we tried to go off the road back there and the exhaust scraped immediately. So I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, we're not gonna be able to get off on that side right there. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're not yet subscribed, seriously consider subscribing. It would help out a lot. I want to continue to grow the channel and continue to make content for you guys so you guys can enjoy it. I love recording it and I love sharing it with you guys. So again, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.